About this accused killer, a former Marine sharpshooter, is that right?
That's right. And prior to this shooting, the sheriff described Bryan Riley, 33 years old, as a war hero. He's now being described as a madman whose fiancée told police was suffering from PTSD, and she'd actually grown increasingly worried about his mental health state about a week before this shooting. We have to warn you, some of the details that you're about to hear are disturbing.
The sheriff says these people were begging for their lives. Why did you shoot them? Bryan, why did you do this?
His eyes closed and hands cuffed behind his back, 33-year-old Bryan Riley ignored questions from reporters as he was led into the back of a police car on his way to jail. The Polk County sheriff says that the former Marine confessed to shooting several people at this Lakeland, Florida home, but they still don't know why. 4 people were killed, including a 33-year-old woman and her 3-month-old.
We had a madman with a lot of guns that shot and killed innocent people.
When sheriff's deputies arrived at the horrific scene early Sunday, they saw a truck on fire, and they say they encountered Riley in front of the home, outfitted in camouflage and body armor. The suspect then quickly retreated inside before police say they heard a woman scream, followed by gunshots and the whimper of a baby. Bullet holes and broken glass showed the aftermath of the shootout with law enforcement. Riley eventually surrendered after being shot at least once.
We're not dealing with a traditional criminal here. But what we're dealing with is someone who obviously had mental health issues at least this last week, had PTSD, and whether or not we follow that back to the military, we don't know.
Riley spent 4 years as an active duty Marine, a designated sharpshooter who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. He spent another 3 years as a Marine reservist. According to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, Riley's fiancée told police the combat veteran's PTSD had become noticeably worse this last week. She said he was acting erratically and, according to an affidavit, had recently come home after working as a security guard at a church to say he believed he could speak directly to God. Adding to the disturbing details, police say Riley confessed that he shot the infant because I'm a sick guy. A self-described survivalist, police say Riley admitted to being high on meth during the killings. At this stage of the investigation, police say there is no known connection between the victims and the suspect.
If he'd given us the opportunity, we'd have shot him up a lot. But he didn't, because he was a coward.
Riley was in court earlier today for his first court appearance where a judge denied his bond. He's currently being held on 4 counts of first-degree murder. And Jim, police are really just trying to figure out if there's a connection at all between the suspect and these family members. Initially, they say he arrived at the home sometime on Saturday evening. Police recalled he fled the scene. 9 hours later, he came back. And again, this is 45 minutes from his home. He came back to carry out that shooting spree. Police want to know why.